Right, the runners are amassing down at the start. There's Dou Deuce, who went out early. And he will come out of stall number 4. I guess the really interesting thing is what his very experienced rider, Yutaka Taki, does from stall number 4. He is, Kirsten, the best performer, the best runner in the race. But again, it's what the rider does, because he is normally patiently ridden.
Absolutely. I think this is going to be really interesting, the way that this race pans out. I mean, it always is with these types of races. So you don't know the way they're going to jump, the speed that's in this race, and it's going to be interesting. Yeah,
and you've got horses in there who are probably quicker over a more suitable distance. But there again, this horse's form ties in with the best in Japan. I quite fancied Voyage Bubble. What did you make of Ricky Yu?
Yeah, he seems pretty confident. He said it's one of his best horses in the stable, and look, he said he's travelled well over, so you can't really ask much more of the horse. He thinks the Japanese runners are going to be his biggest rivals in this race, which is very much understandable, but he's feeling confident.
And obviously John and Thady Gosden, you spoke to Thady earlier on in the week. He's well represented in this race with Nashwa and Lord North, and if Lord North wins, their roof will come off.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone's going to train a winner in this race, I think it's John and Thady, isn't it? And they seemed really happy with the way their horses had travelled over also. And yeah, I kind of want Lord North to win just so we can see that eruption, to be honest.
That's what my heart would love. I don't think it's going to happen, but, you know, any World Cup night, any night around the world where Frankie rides a winner, that's to the knight's advantage, and Lord North to make history would be really well received. Go on, who do you think's the most likely winner?
Oh gosh, it's tough, isn't it? Do you know what? Let's go Voyage Bubble. Let's go Voyage Bubble.
Oh my goodness, we're team Voyage Bubble.
Oh, we're both Voyage Bubble.
No, that's fine. We're Voyage Bubble. You can stay with me till after the race, and we'll wrap it up together, and hopefully
we'll both be cheering.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know. It's open, isn't it? And I've got nothing right so far tonight. Okay, there's still a few more out the back to load, including Measured Time, who's very progressive, son of Frankel, and really appreciates this distance. And just a few more to go forward in an ultra-competitive renewal of the Dubai Tour, sponsored by DP World. Let's join Pat.
Thank you, Tom. We get into the business end of the meeting. 3 more races to go. This one for $5 million US. It is the Dubai Turf, and Lord North, a 3-time winner of the race, looking to continue on his win streak here, comes forward for Frankie Dettori. And the field are set here for the Dubai Turf, sponsored by DP World, and they are immediately sent on their way. Now, Lord North came out a little awkwardly there. Frankie went up on 1 foot, but back down and running and hasn't been hindered as a result. Catnip out fast here in the early stages, going up at Luxembourg. Then came Materno Sky, who's pressing on and putting plenty of pace into the race early. Lord North's going to be able to hopefully slot in here very soon. Measured Time. Lord North 3 deep at the moment. Voyage Bubble keeping him perched out there. Nashwa using every bit of the track. He's midfield along with Real World, who's on the rail. Then came Factor Cheval, 3 lengths to Danon Beluga, followed by Straight Aaron, Cairo. Dou Deuce is 4th to last, followed by Sandinato. Then came next in running there, 2nd to last was Namur, and the last one was Caliph. So 1,100 metres left to go. First 400 there in 25.25. Materno Sky eventually takes over the lead, and Nashwa goes up to the outside in 2nd, working across to sit outside the leader. Measured Time box seats 3rd, will be sweating on a run very shortly. Luxembourg was next, followed by Catnip, who's improving 3 deep. Lord North on his back, followed by Real World. Voyage Bubble 3 back the fence. Cluttered up at the moment. Factor Cheval, Danon Beluga also there in that midfield division. Dou Deuce has had a horror run so far. He's well back on the inside for Yutaka Take. He's going to have to weave some magic here. Cairo in the back part of the field as well with Namur. Then came Sandinato, and the last one, Caliph. Into the straight they come. Up on the outside, Catnip puts it to them. Nashwa goes with him. Then came Measured Time. Lord North on the outside, starting to stoke up here. Deeper out, Factor Cheval, Straight Aaron, Namur the deepest. Plenty of winning hopes here as Measured Time comes through the inside. 200 metres left to go. Factor Cheval the outside. Factor Cheval a narrow leader from Namur. They claim Measured Time. Factor Cheval, Namur the outside. Tries tight. Photo finish, not much in that, a nose either side. Factor Cheval and Namur come down to the line together. Then came, crossing over next was Dou Deuce, who got going late with Measured Time. Danon Beluga, Straight Aaron. Sandinato was next from Caliph. Lord North dropped away with Real World. Then came Nashwa from Cairo. Voyage Bubble was hemmed up there on the inside. The last couple home here are Luxembourg along with Materno Sky. And that is about your race here, and unfortunately it does seem that the catnip has gone amiss here in the late stages, and rider Christophe Lemaire sitting up here at the 50-metre mark.
Well, we're bringing news on catnip. Christophe Lemaire seems okay. That is good news. That looks as though he's the winner. It's official. Factor Cheval has won the Dubai Turf, sponsored by DP World. Factor Cheval for Jerome Renier and Maxime Guillon has won for Team Valor and Gary Barber. Kirsten Duke alongside me just held on in the end. Namur with a barnstorming run down the outside, and that is where it developed, out down towards the centre of the track.
Such a thrilling race. I'm sorry, I was almost speechless there because I was just thinking about the replay in my head. I had no idea who had won. That was so exciting and absolutely fantastic from Factor Cheval. It was has been running in Group 1 company so consistently, so very well deserved win if you ask me, Tom.
Yeah, over the far side, measured time. I think has run his race. I don't think he's been helped by the race just developing away from him ever so slightly. He may have just been touched off for third and finished fourth. I confirmed the 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're in fifth. The story of the race, Dou Juice. I don't think he was helped by being drawn in for Kirsten in the end, because he's a patiently ridden horse, and his rider Yutaka Taki had to really take him up the inner as opposed to taking him up the outer. He just got no run, and I think it has been too sharp a distance for him.
That was a really tough watch there for Dou Juice, because I mean, we were watching that, Tom, and you and I looked at each other and said, what is he going to do? He was right back there on the rail, and it would have had to have been a magic trick to have pulled that run off. Honestly, it was so unfortunate because a very talented animal, but on the night, here we are.
Son of Star Miler, Ribchester, Factor Cheval, who cut his teeth with the very best of them back in Europe between France and the UK. Ran at Longchamp, Goodwood, ran at Ascot his last few starts. Chased home Paddington in the Sussex. That was an excellent run, but he's yet to get his head in front, away from Europe, and on the biggest stage of all, Kirsten has stuck his head down at the right time.
What a place to do it. If you're going to win a Group 1 on Dubai World Cup night, he's decided, you know what, today's the day I'm really going to turn up.
Yeah, and taking home the bulk of $2.9 million. That'll do. Factor Cheval wins the Dubai Turf.